hear me? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up.
Let go of me.
Wake up.
Is he breathing? Is he breathing?
No, barely.
Paramedics are on their way.
Everyone stay calm.
Hang on, Adam.
off
Okay,
me.
hang on.
Paramedics will be here any minute. We wait. This man is going to die. I can barely feel a pulse. He's going to shock. The man needs help now.
Would you do something?
The man is his doctor. Let him help.
You heard the chief. Let the defendant go.
Excuse me. Damn. Stand back. Stand back.
Where are the paramedics? This is taking too long.
Let me see what I can find out.
He's got a good pulse.
He's okay?
For now, but I have to get him to the hospital. Do an EKG. See the extent of the damage.
We're in the middle of a trial. You're not going anywhere.
Your Honor, given the circumstances, I'm sure you're going to be willing to grant a recess.
Recess or not, your client is still in police custody.
Your Honor, this is not the first time that Adam has had a scare with his heart. What if this happens again on the way to the hospital?
Paramedics are for.
Dr. Hayward is the top cardiologist in the country. He knows Adam's medical history. If anything were to go seriously wrong, he could save his life.
Really need to leave.
Your Honor, Dr. Hayward may be a brilliant cardiologist, but he's also a flight risk. The prosecution moves to deny the motion.
The DA makes a valid point. Without some assurance, Miss Colby, I can't
Your
allow...
Honor, what about a police escort? So he'll still be in custody, but he'll be free to treat Mr. Chandler.
Chief?
It's not a problem, Your Honor. I'll ride along with him to the hospital, keep a cop on him, make sure he doesn't try to flee.
In that case, I'll allow it.
All right.
Be admitted.
All right, look, I'll tell you what. Why don't we try and save the patient's life first, okay? That way you won't have to explain to the chief of staff why a board member of this hospital died while waiting for his paperwork to be processed. Sound good?
Yes, doctor.
Excellent. All right. He needs a 12-lead EKG and a serial enzyme panel. Okay, put him on nasal oxygen of 5 liters, an IV of D5W. Start a lidocaine drip, and I want you to contact the cardiac EP team. I want them to evaluate his pacemaker, make sure there's no malfunctions, okay? He's in good hands. I'm not going to let anything happen to him.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Confirmed, it wasn't a heart attack.
Then why did he collapse?
Your father suffered ventricular tachycardia-induced arrest, brought on by stress.
Yeah, that district attorney pounded me with questions about Stewart's death. Of course I was stressed. Tell me, is it necessary to put me through a whole battery of unnecessary tests to get my diagnosis?
All right, just take it easy, okay? I ran those tests to determine if your heart suffered any further damage. And you're lucky.
You certainly are. If David hadn't been there, you might have died waiting for the paramedics.
Yeah, if David hadn't drugged him, Adam wouldn't have been on that stand to begin with.
Yes.
So now what? You adjust his pacemaker and up his meds so that, you know, this doesn't happen again?
Well, I can certainly do that. However, it's not going to solve the underlying problem. What Adam needs right now is a lifestyle change.
Like eating right and more exercise?
I was thinking more like retirement.
Oh, you ready to take over Chandler Enterprises from me?
Adam, David is just trying to help.
Really? By pushing me out of the business I built?
Okay, look, you have way too much stress in your life. Your business, your son's cancer, trying to keep up with a much younger wife.
My son is much better off because of my much younger wife.
And the business will be fine. Won't it, Scott?
Yeah, the plan was for JR and me to take over when you retire.
Well, I won't be told when that should be. Especially not to the likes of you.
All right, let me be very clear about this. You have a ticking time bomb in your chest ready to explode. So why don't you go sit under a palm tree somewhere or lie out on a beach? Because if you don't remove the stress from your life, and I'm talking your business and your family life, you're gonna die. Adam checked himself out, AMA.
Well, unfortunately, no patient, no free pass. Let's go.
All right, hold your horses, okay? I still have paperwork to do. Hospital policy.
I'll make an exception.
You don't have to bend the rules on my behalf, Chief.
Well, the rules don't apply to you. You're no longer on staff here.
Liza's doing a brilliant job with my case. I'll be back before you know it.
You're only halfway through the trial, Doc. I wouldn't start making plans just yet.
Come on, Jesse. After what I just did for Adam, do you really think that jury is going to put me in prison?
It's where you belong. Get him out of here.
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you.
Toodaloo.